helping out of the city, but so far there's no response from the government.
Eat your greens.
And that's another thing, prices are so damn high. But hey, at least we won't have to pay the Japanese consumption tax, which folks from Kichijoji to Narima will avoid by coming here in droves.
Well, yeah, but if no one's drawn up a plan...
Last time I heard anything about planning, they were going to cut off the town's water supply.
Well, that's pretty cheap of them. It's a human right to have water and gas and electricity and stuff like that.
So, Mr. Fujiwara, what exactly is the Ministry of the Kyoshin up to? Sounds like they're just trying to pick a fight.
No, you don't understand. There's been a drought brought on by the lack of typhoons.
Well, that does it for me. We better get going, Kazuo.
Huh?
Why are you going with him? Because it's easier. They won't be stopping me at every checkpoint.
The Kyoshinkai had infiltrated to the core of the Japanese government. They had succeeded in gathering a unanimous resistance against Ranga. However, the American government had taken the opposite stance. Concerned about the existence of the Kyoshin, they had decided to show their support for the Baru Kingdom. Who was our friend? Who was our enemy? At that time, we had no way to tell them apart.
West Musashino has been occupied without the consent of the Japanese government. The town has been temporarily declared a Baru enclave. The so-called Neo-Ranga occupation is underway and is predicted to last approximately 1 month. The American government, as of now, has publicly expressed its support for the Baru Kingdom. Current polls in the American presidential election have shown...
I do hope I'm not disturbing anyone. I'm on vacation. Sightseeing.
Ranga, this is all high ground. There's no way you'll get water.
What?
We cannot allow royalty from a violent enemy country to attend school here.
What's going on? Why the teacher driving her to class?
Yes, everyone, thank you for your concern, but you must think of her as a normal Japanese citizen. We don't need this kind of discrimination in our schools. Huh? Yugi?
It's all right. I'm not feeling too well. I'm going to take today off.
The Ministry of Kyoshin, huh? In which neighborhoods? God, how do I explain this to a kid? Bueno? The zoo? A long time ago, someone did own the deed to the land around Lake Shimabazu, but now it's protected as part of a nature conservation plan, so... Hey, why do you want to know this stuff anyway?
Thanks, Haseoka.
Good game!
I am so wiped out. Stop whining. Soccer's fun. Sorry, but I guess we'll be playing a lot, huh? At least till they find new teachers.
The people who lived and worked around the main street of Musashino felt their independence slipping away. With a guarded fence separating them from the rest of Japan, it was rather unlike life on Baru, where people could move about as they pleased.
What? No water again? Sorry, guess it hasn't come yet. Maybe tomorrow. Stop apologizing. You can't take the blame for everything that goes wrong. Alamoto, you're so cute. What are you doing?
I can't take this. Give me a break. Since when do you decide who the station makes movies about?
Why do you ask?
Is this the story about how we became enemies of the state, or a piece on how a talent manager lost her company? Either way, I don't feel like being courted by slimy TV executives.
Minami. Face it, Starhold was going bankrupt.
Someone made us go under.
Let's be serious. Besides, aren't you a rich girl on Baru Island? Yeah, I'm still not getting it. Why did you call me here in the middle of the day so I could see your outfit? Don't tell me you're having some kind of freaky midlife crisis.
I have no choice but to come to you in this disguise. The Kyoshinkai are everywhere, and it's my job to find out what they're up to.
Hot spring!
Sorry about this, everyone. Ignore her. Okay, what the hell are you doing?
You won't believe this, but Ranga dug up a hot spring. We should totally have everyone over.
What should we charge?
Nothing. Please? Come on. You gotta try our new hot spring. This looks like the place Ranga came from. Minakata's crying because Ranga beat him. Only Asura could do that. But the Kyoshin isn't going to die. He'll be raised as the base for Ibuki, as the first step. Elaborate. I came to take you... Once Ibuki is born, he will rule the earth. He will be the one to lead us to Tao. I don't understand, but I do know Neo-Ranga is your god, and we're the ones who control him. Let's go home.
Ranga Tuya Ranga. It's nice to meet you, Your Majesty. You can call me Nyalu if you like.
In that case, Nyalu, let Elaborate go.
But Laborie belongs with us, with the Kyoshin.
Really?
She shares many of your motivations. She's quite like you. Laborie desires to have power too. Just enough power to fulfill her heart's deepest desires.
This feels great.
Oh, I could relax here forever.
This is so awesome! We finally have a hot spring here in town.
Yeah, but no one came. Nobody else besides us. Ushio, you're thinking too hard about this. I mean, come on, you're the king. You shouldn't have to worry about every stupid little detail, you know what I mean?
But she should take some responsibility, since you guys sort of declared independence from Japan.
This has absolutely nothing to do with that. Anyone who wants to stay is more than welcome to.
What do they mean, independence? How long are these people gonna lounge around like this?
Why don't you say that again so everyone can hear?
You can never be completely free from everything in this world, Yuhi. You should open your eyes. You and Laborie are the same. She is you, a part of you that you can neither control nor run away from.
Shut up! I'm fighting for my freedom and my sister's freedom, and I don't care what you think.
Here is where you belong, Yuhi. You will pay your respects to the Kyoshin.
I wonder if I did all this work for nothing. How can you say that? This hot spring was a great idea.
No, not that. I mean, all this stuff going on between us and America. Everything is so weird, and I don't feel like any of us really belong in that kind of a world anyway. It seems that everywhere we turn, no matter what, they already have somebody waiting there just to bring us down. If we ever want to be free of that, then we have no choice but to declare our independence. Well, hey, I think it's paradise. And there's never a dull moment with you guys around, Ushio. That may be true, but I don't know if this paradise thing was something I even meant to create.
We're here!
Huh?
Sorry we're so late. It took us longer than we thought to get the gate closed.
You all came. See, I told you not to worry.
Aha! What are you doing, Commander Takasue?
Hey, where do you think you're going? Come back here, Ranga!
Earthquake? Do you guys really need the money that badly? Don't you have enough to get by? Well, it's almost time for Yuki and me to be going to college, right?
Hey, there was a big accident down the subway. We need Ranga to... I'll come back later.
Big brother? Isn't there anyone out there you want to marry? Is it because of us? We aren't just dragging you down, are we? I'm sorry.
Don't believe it. I swear.
Hurry up! Wait for me!
So peaceful.
It gets so nice and quiet when Ranga's not here.
You'll never know what he means to you until he's really gone.
You may be right, but you have to admit it's a nice break from the usual disasters. For all of us. As they say, good riddance to bad rubbish.
Well, I wouldn't call Ranga rubbish. He's part of our family.
Family? Ranga?
Now that you mention it, a while back you said you could see something of your brother, Ranga. Isn't that right?
I said that? Well, I think that was a dream that I had that night. I ate too much before bedtime.
Yo!
Sorry I'm so late. You wouldn't believe how long it takes to process a visa.
Going overseas for business?
Yep, you got it. Hey, Minami, you in the mood for a good vacation? There's some money in it for you.
In the 16th century, the Orient and the West were still separated by a great divide, but trade flourished between countries like Japan and China. During that time, a large number of boats met their fate out in the open waters. These ships still lay scattered across the hollow depths of the ocean. Now, treasure hunters were racing to see who would be first to extract the cargoes of these lost ships. A band of these treasure hunters, who lived on the ocean in boats, hired Ranga to assist them in their search.
Are you sure there are ships that sunk out here?
We're near the borders of a bunch of different bodies of water owned by various countries. It's a pretty dangerous area, so not too many people go searching for treasure out here.
Wait, how is it dangerous?
We could run into some guerrilla commandos. We're in the waters of some pretty fierce tribes. We might even see pirates. Well, there's a chance, right?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about, if you'll excuse me.
Come on, man. I know you know what goes on out here.
Forget it. We're all gonna get our shares in the end, so who cares? Besides, there's nothing wrong with a little hard work.
Right. And if anything goes wrong, we'll have Ranga to help us out.
Okay. Right, let's go have a look.
What are these people up to?
You understand, right? Right. It's gonna be just like diving for rings at the bottom of the pool.
What's it gonna be just like?
You have something we want.
Let me guess, you want all the treasure.
Then how are you gonna make any money?
We want you to return Neo Ranga to us, understand?
Return him. I don't know what it is you think you're pulling here, mister, but if I so much as say the word, Naoranga will come right back up.
Is that a fact?
These people of the ocean were called the Sea Nomads. They believed themselves to be Ranga's rightful owners and were determined to take him back.
Do you think it's cruel what we do?
We do the exact same thing to whales on Baru Island. So what?
It's not often that we slaughter them, but sometimes we serve their flesh in a special feast.
What exactly are you getting at?
You wouldn't get it because nothing is sacred to you or your people. Our people know how precious these turtles are. We can't gorge ourselves like you landfolk. We have to live off the sea. We don't have a true nationality. Everywhere we go, that's where our home is. But in this day and age, we have a need for doctors and engines and such. We were forced to become pirates to pay for these things. This treasure could be our last chance to keep our way of life. We have to find it.
Do you think they're gonna kill us out here?
We can't just hand Ranga over to them like he was nothing.
You have to admit, the guy does seem to have a point. Ranga is the god of the sea that he came out of, right? Well, by that fact alone, he must be important to their way of life. Ranga's not a necessary part of our lives or the lives of the Shimabara sisters, is he?
Well, yeah, I guess you're right, and the town is so quiet without him stomping around.
But I still can't let Ranga go.
What are they doing now?
It's guns! They're shooting guns!
Damn it, what the hell?
We need Ranga! Call him now!
Huh?
Hurry up and call him now.
How am I supposed to do that? I know you have him tied up underwater somewhere.
We weren't going to have him surface until tomorrow morning, but now we need him to help fight these guys. After he takes care of those pirates and their gunboats, you're gonna hand him over nice and easy. So get on with it!
No way! Ranga's not some kind of toy!
What are you saying? Do you really believe that a part of your brother is still living in Ranga? Is that it?
Look at yourselves! You have everything you need. Money, food, shelter, clothes. You're not even scared that you might be killed right now. Is Ranga so important you'd die for him? Call him now!
No way. Without Ranga, I would become that person I hated again.
Minami! Minami!
Go ahead.
Don't you care about your boyfriend?
Watch your mouth.
I'm not so sure you know what you're talking about, but I know Ranga. And maybe I'm only able to fight in my dreams, but I stopped worrying about that. I don't care anymore about doing the right thing. Just like Ranga is important to you because of his strength, Ranga is important to me in my heart.
Your heart? Give me a break! How selfish do you have to be to put yourself above the needs of an entire people?
Did you really expect me to give up Ranga if you just took him away and hid him from me? No, and I won't leave him again.
We failed this time, but we will get another chance.
We'll be alright.
All right.
God or devil, it wouldn't have mattered. I wanted any power I could get. It was wrong of me to think like that. A god's power is okay, but only if that power comes from your own god. Though I suppose that doesn't matter to anyone else.
calm has grown uneasy over the course of the past few months. Supporters from another nation have appeared in the heart of Tokyo and declared their independence. A giant, whom some call a god, has also taken up residence here. Though a ceasefire agreement has been reached here in Kichijoji, the neighborhood next to West Musashino, it has not prevented the Defense Force's routine activities. So, what is it exactly that your group is doing here?
We've been busy training ourselves to protect the people from the malicious Baru Kingdom.
Are you planning to go to war? How will you defeat Neoranga?
These people are no more than trespassers. We will stand up to them and protect our great country, and we are committed to fighting for those whom we love.
Does this mean that your group intends to keep a close eye on Neoranga?
Preserving the freedom of this magnificent nation. That is our singular purpose.
They're just sightseers. There's nothing we can do about it. But there are a lot of them.
Damn you! Who the hell's responsible for this?
Well, our training's completed.
Okay, here we go. Huh? Yeah, right.
Around that time, this music was becoming just as popular as this new group of boys. Even though no one had ever released a CD of the music, not a day went by when you couldn't hear it playing in every neighborhood. It was even being played on TV commercials. But now, I can't remember anything about it.
Those biker gangs are like the Bloods and the Crips. There's always a new group of wild boys running around town.
Hopping on the let's look and talk like a schoolgirl bandwagon, huh?
Whatever. But anyway, they throw away the trash and stuff, so I wouldn't worry.
Well, I would, and with good reason.
Word is, whatever these red glove-wearing, trash-collecting boys are doing, it's for the Kyoshinkai.
For the Kyoshinkai?
I can't prove anything, but I've got this hunch that they're planning to attack my family.
Are you sure? They'd have to be total idiots to go up against Big Bad Ranga.
We can't take any chances because if we ended up fighting them and lost, we wouldn't be the only ones to suffer. Sooner or later, they'd be coming for you as well.
You're telling me you really intend to fight them?
Hate to break it to you, but they're not going to fight with conventional weapons. They'll just help the Kyoshinkai's propaganda machine spread the word that Neoranga is a threat.
Unacceptable. This recording should be more effective.
Without Lavery inside, the song doesn't flow properly. But why? What's so important about having her there?
This Salome song isn't your everyday run-of-the-mill melody. In the traditional rituals that celebrated the first encounter of the Kyoshin with the Menisura, it was how the people spoke to and controlled the gods.
We'll make time to pacify those simpletons later. Right now, we need to concentrate on defeating Neoranga.
No. Getting people accustomed to having the Kyoshin around is much more important right now. We must unify Japan and lead it with the values with which the Kyoshin blesses us. We must wipe away the people's daily fears and concerns and replace them with something of substance. Our values.
So you think this is the road to Tao?
The plan of the Kyoshin is to awaken Ibuki, and then the path to Tao will be open to us. But rest assured, Nailu, Salome is capable of more than that.
Perhaps you should be putting her to better use, don't you think?
Mirror.
Lavery?
Look in the mirror, Yui. You have to see that part of you. You can't lose it, Yui or Joel.
Lavery's heart is harboring an unstable paradox. These simple, primitive souls who believe in God are being suppressed by their own incompetence. They have absolutely no idea what is going on. This system of belief on which she pins her hopes is begging to be torn down. No rational person would accept it, but at the same time she seems to have an unrivaled capacity for compassion. This gross inconsistency is where her true power lies. However, it has its limits.
I hope we haven't reached them.
You're asking me if peace will ever come to this town, when all you do is sit back and hope it falls into your lap?
The Japanese people at large do not have enough pride in their own history because America has been force-feeding us a false history in order to keep us in our proper place. Japan is God's own country, and our ideals must be protected from America.
Some have said that Neoranga is the one really protecting us. Is the Kyoshinkai a militant group that sees the Kyoshin as a potential weapon?
All of that information was fabricated. The Kyoshin were the first ever to invade the islands that comprise what
Why are they talking to him like he knows everything? Because they're freaking morons. How much longer do we have to watch this crap?
Hang on, it's almost there.
Why do they have to say those things? Oh, I hate it.
Okay, take a look at this.
It's Tsubasa Sasai. There's no way it's him.
It looks like him, though. I think I remember most of the civil servants being forced to leave West Musashino, and I'm pretty sure Tsubasa moved someplace with his family around then. Where did they end up, Seijo?
That little dude had a big thing for military stuff like guns and tanks, didn't he? He really got off on that stuff.
This has nothing to do with that, because Tsubasa might have liked those things, but he also liked Ranga, too. Stare for a while, and all those guys look the same. I see you're here again, Haseoka. Oh.
Just past midnight, Junichi Ando tried to scale the fence to get back into town. Since he had been in Nakano past the time when the gates closed, he got caught in the barbed wire where some Teikoku boys found him. They pronounced him an enemy spy who was trespassing on Japanese soil. That's when everything spiraled out of control.
I was here earlier today. It's just some punk kids.
Well, we're supposed to respond, even if it's just for one person.
Hey, you kids, if you don't start behaving, I'm gonna come... Ah! Electromagnetic net, stand by!
Get a hold of yourself, they're just kids!
Stop right there! I'll get you for this! What do you punks think you're doing? Answer me, damn you!
Oh, where's your patriotism, old man?
At the bottom of the Southern Sea where my oldest brother died fighting, so back off, because since then I've led the most unpatriotic life I could!
I see it was right to come here. It's more important than ever to start this battle for the sake of our great nation.
I have more respect for my dead brother than you'll ever know, so you're crazy if you think I'm gonna bow down to you because you come waltzing in on your damn scooters! Ah!
Ranga crushes stupid jerks like there's no tomorrow! Stop it! Stop it right now! What are you fighting about? Listen to me! Tsubasa? Hold on, where's Yubi? Yubi!
Back off, you bunch of freaks. And don't tell me you believe a kid like her is that rare.
Yoo-hee, baby!
So who sent all the gangsters to smash up our neighborhood?
Well, we didn't have anything to do with that, Yoo-hee. Those guys were just passing through. But we did help you out, didn't we? Of course, we don't have to help you.
I wouldn't refuse our assistance if I were you, Yuhi Shimabara. I'm afraid you're not giving Ranga what he truly needs and deserves. And what he needs is a more powerful owner than you.
That'd be the day. I'd sure like to see that happen.
I'm home!
Tsubasa Sasai had moved from Mushishino to Seijo, but it almost seemed like nothing had changed. Just like any other kid, he enjoyed putting together toy guns and model robots as he always did.
You can't keep doing what you want all the time without stopping to think about the consequences.
Shut up!
How could you let them escape? It might take us forever to get them back.
If I use my power against the Kyoshin, it would be like inviting the Wrath of Tao himself upon us. Contact KHK and notify them that the Kyoshin has arrived.
Yeah, right. They've been teaching us all about the history of Baru Island and the Kyoshin Kai, and you're not even close.
I promise, I'm not lying. I told you the truth.
You really don't know anything, do you, Ushio? I mean, you come from a land with this fascinating history, and you can't even be bothered to study it. Are the Kyoshin dead gods who've been resurrected? Is the Kyoshin Kai trying to take control of Japan and the rest of the world? You've got to be kidding me.
Hey!
You know what, Ushio? There's a Kyoshin inside each of us. Do you know the story of the Kamikaze from the Kamakura period? The Kyoshin are the same thing. We're really trying to rescue Japan from the sad state it's in right now, and we're calling on the Kyoshin to help us. This is what gives us life. This is what we wake up for every day. I'm sure you have a lot of questions for me. I mean, you always do. It's a great program. We study, exercise, and do a lot of other stuff. But what they really teach us is how to be ourselves.
That's great, but just staying alive is a fight, so I can't see why you do such violent things. Because me and my sisters were always so poor that every day was like a struggle.
Doesn't that get boring? This isn't about competing with your friends or anything like that. There's a lot more meaning in what I'm fighting for. A hell of a lot more than what you're doing.
Are you talking about my family's fight for independence? You couldn't be more wrong.
I believe in the Kyoshin, and there's a lot we can do to change the world today. I can feel it. With the power of the Kyoshin, we'll even be able to restore peace. And sooner than you might think.
I thought you were super excited when Ranga showed up. You said he was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, but I was wrong. Now I know he's a devil. We're gonna take back our country and rid it of all the chaos and disorder. I've already won over my home and school. We're all gonna beat Ranga together.
Why are you acting so weird? What's making you feel like you have to fight us? Why can't you just trust us like you used to?
I don't want to be some sad coward who just sits off to the side doing nothing.
Just send the bill to the Baru embassy, okay?
Yuhi, are you okay?
Yeah, I guess.
The Kyoshin, what happened to it? Omori said she saw you guys riding it on the evening news, so...
So we ditched it because it was drawing too much attention, duh.
You did what?
Just ignore him. Is Labari all right, Yuhi?
Hey! The Kyoshin gives us our life, the only life worth anything. And for what end? We must destroy Neorunga and take back our land, the land that belongs to obligation. We have no choice but to fight for the things that are important to us, for everything that we know to be right. Now who will stand with me?
I'm sorry, but I have to go. I can feel the Kyoshin in my heart calling me to action.
Will you open your eyes? You've got it all wrong! Tsubasa!
For your sake, Ushio, for the sake of what's important to Japan, I want to do what's right. I won't let you stop me, you hear?
Stay away from me, you sickle pervert! Keep your hands off me!
Stand up. Stand up and fight.
Tsubasa! Good timing on my part, huh? Oh, hi! Now look, Ranga, follow me, because I don't want you acting all crazy when the Kyoshin comes.
Excuse me, miss. I need to have a word with you.
I don't understand it, Miss May. I always thought Tsubasa was totally into Ranga.
Maybe you're giving him too much credit. Ever since he was a kid, he's been fighting dirty to get to the top. And back then, it worked. But now the truth is, he's not as good at competing as he used to be. He doesn't like fighting his friends. If he has to fight, he'll fight for what's important at the moment, but he won't fight for himself. I seriously doubt he hates Ranga, or you for that matter, you know?
I guess I kind of understand how he feels, but why does he have to go after Ranga?
I don't know. What kind of answer are you looking for?
Do what feels right. Fight. And if you don't fight, many lives will go to waste.
This is my true power. All of it. Mine.
Tsubasa! You don't know what you're getting into! The Kyoshin's power is making you act all crazy!
Why don't you bring your precious Ranga over here and then we'll see who's going crazy. We'll fight this out fair and square.
Keep cheering, because Ranga can't lose. Well, this might be the one that breaks his winning streak. Just what are you saying? Just that maybe you should give her a kiss, because there might not be another chance.
We're gonna stop this Kyoshin dead in her tracks. We've gotta get Tsubasa out of there.
All right, Ranga, let's go! Ushio, watch out! All those people are standing around Ranga!
She can't hear you.
Look, there's nothing to worry about. I really don't get it. Any of this stuff. I never thought about the dancing and singing I did every day on Baru, like it was magic or something. But it's fun being here in Tokyo and everything's so nice. You've taken a real liking to our city, haven't you? Get in. All of a sudden, you had this desire to just start destroying things, and it frightened you. I felt the exact same thing happen to me. But it's okay, you know. We all have things deep down inside us that we never see coming, so stop worrying. I still love you. You love me? Even after all this stuff? Fly, Ranga! Never mind! Stop it! Ranga!
You two were born to fight. Whether you win or lose doesn't matter. Your happiness doesn't matter. Only the fight matters.
I don't know about that, but I like the way things are going.
Why would he betray our god? Why?
Fight like you mean it, Ushio. Now you know what it really means to fight for your life.
Kill her. That is your purpose in life.
Who the hell's saying that? Is it you? Great. What the hell kind of song is that?
Ranga, what's wrong? Are you all right?
Fight, Kyoshin, fight! The song of war is calling us into battle!
Yuhi, what exactly is going on? The Kyoshin forgot what the true song of the gods was. We helped her remember.
True song of the gods.
What does that even mean? Don't feel bad if you don't get it. We love you anyway.
Go ahead, Ushio. Finish me off. You've beaten me.
Tsubasa, believe me, there have been quite a few times in the past when I wanted to beat the stuffing out of you. But you know, now's not one of them. We used to have so much fun, laughing, singing, and yes, even fighting.
You're right.
Fight. kill. You were born to kill Ranga.
I understand now. The next day, the fire department of a neighboring town held a symposium to spread awareness about disaster prevention. The event was held because the new independent enclave had no fire department of its own.
Hey, where's Yui?
She's acting stupid and pretending she has a cold. Joel'll stay behind, too.
Shouldn't all three of you be up there on stage talking to the people?
Point that somewhere else. Ushio said she would be able to handle it all by herself.
Well, now, you're a difficult girl, aren't you?
Well, what is that supposed to mean? Freak!
The restoration of the damage that was done in the area between Haneda and Tanozu is still an ongoing project. Additionally, the damage inflicted by Neo Ranga on other sites, including, but not limited to, Yoyogi and Shinjuku, has been equated with that of a typhoon or an earthquake. We must be especially wary of the potential damage that this dangerous beast could wreak upon all of our homes, as well as the physical and emotional harm he could inflict on our loved ones.
Ushio knew it was his job to make these kinds of speeches, so she didn't interrupt. It was his responsibility to look out for the people's welfare.
I'm surprised you showed up. I didn't think you would be dropping by here today.
Yeah, well, my old man doesn't know too much about Neo Ranga, so I dropped by to hear what he had to say about him.
But how did you get through the gate?
That's why I'm wearing my uniform right now. Told him I was in a hurry and they let me through, no questions.
Your old man must be proud. You're really following in his footsteps, huh?
Huh? Hey, that's Ushio Shimabara.
It is very important to watch out for Neo Ranga's tail when he is out on his regular walks through town. If I may, I would like to ask Miss Shimabara to say a few words on how she expects Neo Ranga to continue this sort of activity without bringing about further damage or harm. Miss Shimabara, whenever you're ready. Miss Shimabara, would you please speak to address the concerns about Neo Ranga's movements?
Ranga!
Get Neo Ranga out of Japan! We cannot tolerate his illegal residence in our homeland! This malicious beast doesn't belong here!
Hey! You're in violation of this territory's airspace! Vacate immediately!
We must destroy this vicious monster together!
No, Ranga, don't do it!
Everyone, please stay calm! Evacuate the area in a quick and orderly fashion! Somebody help us!
Ranga!
Now hold on just a minute. You have to leave. This is very dangerous.
Ranga is the only one that can save them now.
Don't be ridiculous. Leave the rescue to a professional.
If I do, when you get to them, it'll be too late.
Stop it!
I can't allow any more careless injuries. You understand me? What the?
Ranga, you have to save them!
That was amazing.
Huh?
You were so cool out there. You totally saved those guys' lives. Can I get an answer from you this time? Will you be my girlfriend?
But didn't we just meet?
Well, yeah, I know this is kind of sudden, but I think it'll work.
You're missing the point.
Then, to get to know each other better, why don't we go on a date?
Did you say a date?
Yeah, how about this Saturday?
Aren't you even gonna wait until I say yes or no? I mean, what about what I want to do, huh?
Sorry. Well, if it's all right with you, then this weekend we could...
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be free then. See ya.
Hey! Usho, come back!
Our little king is growing up. Isn't it sweet?
Mm-hmm.
To Ushio and Ranga, this had become part of their everyday routine. If they had wanted to just close their eyes to it, they could have. However...
They were begging for help. At the time, Ranga and I we were the only ones who could have saved them. Just because people aren't on our side doesn't mean we should let them die.
Just because they have Neo Ranga doesn't give them license to ignore how reckless they've been. That Ushio girl's no hero.
Oh, yeah? Well, she saved all those people from getting hurt out there.
Oh, come on. What's one little date gonna hurt? Well, for one, I need to spend my time protecting our town. Those people need me.
So what's that have to do with you going on a date?
I don't have time to waste on dates and things like that. I have responsibilities.
No one has the power to stop a king from having a date. I was born because the last king decided he wanted to go on one. What? It's the truth.
But we just met. I don't even know what kind of person he really is. you ever give up?
Please, go on a date with me. Hey, Ushio!
Hey, wait a minute! What are you doing here? How did you get through the gate? Well, come on. I know that you don't have a passport.
I slipped in through a space in the north side wall.
Huh?
See, I asked a friend of mine, and he told me where to go through.
You're not winning any points.
Uh,
You're really starting to act like a stalker.
I'm sorry. I'll wait for you here then, right after I'm done with school.
But... Ew, we totally saw him. Who was it? He was wearing an East Side uniform, right?
There's nothing to be worried about. Why do you tell him to leave every time you see him? He's just trying to ask you out.
Yeah, but I don't want him to. Don't you think it's cute that he's doing all this for you? I do. Who knows, you might even end up liking him. But you'll never know unless you say yes. Look, Ushio, you should at least give this guy a chance. He's asking you for a date. You shouldn't hold it against him for just asking.
Hey, Ushio! Please? Will you go on a date with me, please?
If you'll please come with me, I'll escort you to the gate.
But, hey, wait up! Just give me one chance, Ushio. One chance is all I need to show you what I'm made of, and you can take me or leave me.
Hey, don't give up. You gotta stop being such a nice guy.
Go, Jiro.
If you're talking about this Saturday, it's not like we have class that day. So let's go.
All right! Yes! Yes! Thank you, Ushio, thank you!
Man, this dress is way too dorky. What in the world am I gonna wear to this? This is stupid. There's still like 4 more days to go. What do you want?
Here you go.
What is it?
If you haven't flooded, you wouldn't be able to drive. That pretty boy car of yours rides a little low. What the hell?
Oh, great. The typhoon knocked out all our power.
No, it didn't. We're okay.
Hold on, I think we may have some candles.
What? What's wrong?
Somebody felt me up.
But it wasn't me.
Nobody else would do a thing like that. He's still doing it! Stop!
Now I've seen it all. Hello, you've reached the Baru Embassy Neoranga Services Division. Oh, it's you. Yeah, she's here. Hold on a second. Ushio, it's your boyfriend.
Boyfriend?
This is Ushio.
Ushio? Could you please do a really huge favor for me?
Yeah, what is it?
I need you to, could you come over here right away?
Huh? But the storm. I don't think it's a good time. It's really bad out there.
But I need your power, Ushio.
Jiro was sitting in his father's room and listening with the radio tuned to the emergency frequency when he heard about the landslide. He thought that with Ranga's help, he might be able to rescue those people whose lives had been put in danger by the natural disaster.
I understand, and I'm on my way. I have no choice. Jiro asked me to come right away.
Hey, isn't your boyfriend like a day early?
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to use Ranga to help the fire department, don't forget we charge a small fee for providing our services. It's not right to profit off the misfortunes of others. Saving lives should be done because it's right, not for extra pocket money.
Give me a break.
Mm-hmm.
See ya.
I guess duty calls no matter what I'm facing, even protecting the town from natural disasters. Hey! Now's not the best time to be taking a stroll!
I'm on a rescue mission! Jiro called me and asked me to come!
Who? You mean the fire chief's son?
Sorry, gotta go now!
What the? Now hold on a minute! Hey! Who the heck goes on a date in the middle of a storm? Checkpoint to base! Double M is now passing over the front gate! The time is 18:27 hours! It's bearing east!
What? They were saved?
Yeah, I just heard it over the radio. Here,
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry, but my dad, he said we couldn't go.
Oh, that's all right. I'm fine. Don't worry about it, okay? Wow, these are a lot of trophies. Do they all belong to your dad?
Huh? Yeah. And that's my mom, but I can't really remember her because I was too young. They say that her body was weak, and She died not very long after I was born. Like I said, I was young.
I lost my mother too. I'm sorry.
There's no need to be sorry.
What?
You see, Ushio, my mother sacrificed herself to bring me into this world. Every time I think about it, I can't help but remember how important life really is. And it inspires me to help the lives of others. I've always wanted to dedicate my life to helping other people in any way I can.
Jiro's story of sacrifice made Ushio remember when she would always tell herself how she wanted to be. And yet the whole situation gave her an eerie feeling, though she couldn't put her finger on why.
I was hoping this would be my first chance to go to a rescue site, but I guess it won't be.
Cheer up. I mean, at least everyone's okay, right?
This is Nimra from the Eastern Rescue Squad. According to the woman we just saved, her daughter is still trapped under some rubble. The girl is only 6 years old, and we think she's trapped in her bedroom, which was smashed by the landslide. I'm afraid we won't be able to save her. Not in these conditions.
This is it! There's still one more person who needs to be saved. Let's go!
Chief, sir! There's no way we're gonna be able to send for a chopper in this weather! The storm's too strong right now! Understood. And we can't do anything until the landslide stops.
Oh no, Neo Ranga has come running to the scene. The already loose ground is shaking with every step he takes.
Double M has arrived. The time is 1908 hours.
Hey, Dad! What the hell are you doing here? It's dangerous. Go back home.
We came here to help you rescue that little girl.
Don't waste my time. This storm is crazy. At any moment, the winds could sweep both of you away.
If we use Ranga, we can save her in no time. Please, just trust us.
And we can't afford to waste any more time arguing about it.
I can't have you kids and that gigantic monster playing around out there while there are lives at stake. Did you ever stop to think that you could aggravate the landslide?
If we weren't willing to put aside our fears, then we'd never be able to save anyone. I wouldn't be alive today if someone had made a sacrifice. That's what a rescue is. We can't change the past, but we can give people a chance for a future.
You watch your mouth, young man! Chief, the Weather Service reports that the peak of the storm is about to hit. That's bad news. That house will be hit even harder. What about everyone else in the area? Are they safe?
There's still a few more out there. We're rounding them up as fast as we can.
Dad, the rope. We need to borrow it.
Hey, wait!
I'll see if I can find the girl, and you use Ranga to lift the roof off the house, okay?
Wait, you're going in there?
We don't have time to talk about it. I'll flash the light when I find her. Wish me luck. All right.
Ranga, lift the roof off that house, okay?
Without Ranga, we never would have been able to save this girl. Don't move. It's all right, Ushio. Don't worry, I'm going to save you. I hate to say it, but I don't think this jeep can hold all three of us for much longer.
What?
You're gonna have to take it from here.
What do you mean, Jiro?
I'm gonna jump, plain and simple.
Would you stop talking like an idiot?
But this situation leaves me no choice. I have to sacrifice myself to save you both. No, let me go!
Are you doing this for your mother? Because if you did jump, her sacrifice would have been totally meaningless.
But if I stay, then there's a good chance that all of us will die.
Do you really want to sacrifice yourself for our sake? Listen to me, Jiro. Do you have any idea what kind of burden that's going to be for me and her? And what about your dad? Did you ever stop to think that he'd be all by himself if you were gone? Who would it help if you died? No one. The only thing it's gonna do is help you feel better about yourself. I'm sorry, but you can't throw your life away like it's nothing.
So, is that part of your responsibility as a king?
No, it's much more important than that.
Don't worry, you two. Just hang on.
Why have you brought Neo Ranga to this disaster site?
How did you think that your involvement here would help, given the conditions of the storm?
Let me tell you something about Ushio. She risked her life to come here and save someone she didn't even know. How can you all be so ignorant? You're just a bunch of selfish...
You're the one who's ignorant and selfish here.
Jiro wanted to become just like Ushio, a hero who lays down his life for the sake of others. Ushio felt that she could forget about heroics and self-sacrifice when she was with him. But what's scary...
Than renting them out for public service.
Well, that just goes to show you how much you know about our fee schedule. Though I don't blame you, because this stuff even gives me a headache. Hello, Minami speaking. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Of course we'll do it. It sounds great. I'm really looking forward to working with you. Nitaka TV!
Ranga TV shows haven't exactly been raking in the ratings lately, Mr. Kanzaki.
Don't you worry your pretty little head about it, babe. It's all taken care of.
I just manage the budget, so I don't care what you do as long as you do it well. Huh? Wait a second. You're putting Daikichi and Chokichi on the show? We can't afford them on our program. They'll blow our budget.
Well, I guess that means I'll just get one of them. Okay? Look, I only need one of you, so, who's it gonna be?
Daikichi, you go ahead.
That's all right. I think I'll sit this one out. Huh? What are you here for?
In 2 hours, the new amendment will go into effect, and the attack on Neo Ranga will commence. There will be no exceptions or excuses made.
Yeah. You guys always say stuff like that.
Right, so that's how it's gonna work, ladies. You got it?
Got it!
All I want you girls to do is look for the money, so put on your best treasure hunting faces.
Excuse me? Aren't you kind of worried that Ranga might crush one of these girls if he's stomping around? I mean, shouldn't we have choreographed his movements?
Hey, don't sweat it, sweet cheeks. None of these girls have anything lined up after this job, so, anyway, who wants to be the first lucky lady? Ah, you! Try getting caught by Ranga.
Yes, sir. Takimi?
Her name was Takimi. She used to be a young actress in Minami's old talent agency. Why had she gotten herself mixed up in this business modeling swimsuits for a game show? Minami couldn't understand.
Thank you for this opportunity, sir.
Should you kids be skipping class at a time like this?
We're just taking a little break. Oh, please, it's not like you ever study anyway. Look, Yuppie, I study after you go to bed. Oh, really? Don't give me that look. What look? Like
Haseoka knew how worried Minami was about being able to pay Fushio and Yuki's college bills, and he sympathized with her, even though he never mentioned it to her face.
Hey, they're filming it at a hotel. Those girls must be freezing their asses off. They're wearing bathing suits at this time of year?
No way.
Okay, now, toss her into the swimming pool. You the man! That was perfect! That was better than perfect! Keep up the good work, Tsukichi. Great job, really great.
What the hell is a slimeball like Kanzaki doing here?
Because he has what we need in a director for this sort of thing.
Yeah, if you need stupid.
You know, with a rack like that, you should think about becoming an actress, sugar.
What kind of actress?
Look, you want to be on television real bad, well, don't you, honey? You gotta get out there and really stretch your stuff.
Okay.
Haseoka, baby, what do you know? Are you coming back for a TV gig? Gonna do some directing or what? What crawled up his ass and died?
Mr. Director!
Nah, screw this. You guys should really be ashamed of yourselves for making this kind of show. Ranga wasn't made to do this kind of work.
Oh, stop complaining.
Yeah, you're gonna have to leave if you didn't come to work on the show, Mr. Haseoka.
Back off, pal.
What the hell is that thing?
No, it can't be.
What the? Another Kyoshin? Oh, no way.
Daikichi!
Huh?
Isn't that Daikichi? The famous Daikichi Tarota? But if that is him, then why in the world is he riding on the Kyoshin? Don't be stupid, Ranga, please! Well, I guess we have to fight now.
What the hell is that? I thought you told us we had 1 more hour left.
Look, lady, I don't have any handle on the Kyoshin Kai.
Hey, I want an update on this situation now!
Please, Daikichi, you have to stop. This is too much for a television audience to deal with.
Listen to me, Chokichi. If we're gonna be on this program, we've got to be in it together. We can't start solo careers now. We'd be the laughing stock of the entertainment industry if they thought we were splitting up.
Okay, buddy, that's enough. The buck stops here. I'm not playing around, damn you. We could stand to lose a boatload of money if we don't make this show.
You guys are doing great. Good luck, Your Majesty.
Huh?
You just love to fight dirty, huh?
You darling.
You can really be a jerk sometimes. I mean, why are you making that
that old guy ride that Kyoshin like that?
It just so happens that the old guy is a distant relative of ours. Furthermore, his amazing talent makes him the perfect pilot for that Kyoshin in particular.
His what?
I'll never allow myself to lose to you! Hey, cameraman, make sure you get a good shot of this sweet scene. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Oh, what have we here? Caught on candid camera. Kanzaki. Granted, I'm not a cameraman by trade, but I'm pretty sure the tape will hold up in court.
Is being the Kyoshin Kai's monkey all it's cracked up to be?
Monkey, how dare you!
Huh? Umbrella?
Yep. This Kyoshin, aka Yamase, was recently discovered to be equipped with a huge umbrella. And that is the reason why my colleagues and I recruited Toyota brothers Daikichi and Chokichi. They are the best umbrella wielders in all of Japan.
Really? You don't say. So what? Is that guy supposed to twirl Ranga to death?
That's exactly our plan. Would you mind telling me what's so funny?
Kazuo, I was wondering, you were a big nerd when you were a kid, huh?
Hey, well, I don't think... Huh.
Listen, Daikichi, are you going to be able to work that giant umbrella correctly? You've hated umbrellas since the day you were born, and don't you remember what happened the last time you tried to use one? I'm serious. I don't think you'll be able to do the trick with that big an umbrella. Are you listening to me?
I'm sure I'll figure it out once I give it a try. Let's get twirling, Kyoshin.
That's the key! What are you doing down there? Ah, it's so loud! Wait, I'll help you! Oh, that's it! No way! It's like he's been practicing for days!
Damn it, why does it always end up like this?
Hang on, Daikichi. I'm coming for you. Hi!
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 No, Ranga, you idiot! What are you doing? Okay, I think you've had enough twirling for today.
The amendment to the security pact is in effect as of now, so please vacate the premises immediately.
Oh, come on! Can't everyone just help?
Just after the encounter.
It wasn't so great after all, even if we did get Kazuo to pay for our sushi and yakiniku.
Didn't we ask to be dressed in traditional Baru costumes?
Yeah, well, that's what we were gonna do first, but you see, the thing is, ladies, we're going on TV and we need to show off your natural, style. Trust me, this sexy new fashion is gonna score big time.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll see about it. Oh, brother. This stuff won't, like, fall off if I sweat or anything, will it?
If we made it completely sweatproof, you'd never be able to get it off after the shoot.
Oh, really?
Stop moving! It's not that cute. I mean, look at it. Couldn't you have cut this a little lower? What's that, Teddy Dancer?
You're right. I can make a lot of dough doing that.
I really didn't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't think you'll be doing any more TV shows after this.
Especially any kind of variety show. Oh, that's not news. The director told us already.
Hey, Omori baby, hate to break in on you like this, but I ain't gonna be able to do this job no more.
I'm really sorry.
What the hell are you talking about?
Look, Miss Producer, I've always loved this job. I really have. But all of a sudden, I found myself with this new gig, and everything was happening so fast I forgot to tell you. What can I say?
Couldn't you just stay a few hours?
No can do, sugar. It's set in stone. Going live midday with KHK.
What? Just what do they think they're doing here?
Sorry, babe, but at 12:15 sharp, our own show, Midday Tokyo Today, is having a special live broadcast. We got special permission to shoot here.
But...
That's why I made the move I made. The folks here at KHK are big-time pros. I'm sure you understand.
Since when are you KHK material?
Since now. What can I say? Japan loves KHK.
Look, whoever you are, if you're calling about the restaurant, we're not open yet.
Mr. Director!
Hey, what's up? Yeah, what the hell's going on? I thought you were supposed to be dressed like island girls.
Wow, your face is red, huh?
Shut up! I have a freaking cold.
I am so sorry for asking you to come on such short notice. There really was no one else we could get. Oh, thank you so much. You're a lifesaver.
Then let's hurry and get this party started.
All right, we'll begin our strategic operations at noon, and the attack itself will commence at 12:15. There's nothing to worry about. I'm sure you'll find the conditions inside the Kyoshin surprisingly comfortable. Trust me, there's really no way you could lose this battle. This is going to make you a great heroine for our nation's people. I wish you the best of luck.
Yes, sir.
Perhaps I should say, tragic heroine.
This time it seemed there was no way for the Kyoshin to win. Yamase had sustained quite a bit of damage from the last attack, and it was uncertain how a rematch was even possible. But all the Kyoshin Kai wanted from this engagement was to have Ranga kill someone that was close to Minami.
The plans are in place. This accident should rid the people of any compassion they still have for Ranga.
All Kanzaki wanted was to be successful. He loved the prestige associated with the KHK name, the prestige which would grace his name as well.
All I ever wanted was to land an acting job. How did it come to this? Miss President? Wait!
All right, next, Minami does that dance on top of Ranga.
Okay!
Damn, there sure are a lot of Minami scenes in this one.
Let's see. How the heck did that dance go?
What's the matter with you, Ranga? It's that same Kyoshin! Zucchini!
You're 30 minutes earlier than we agreed on, Fujiwara. That fight's gonna be ancient history by the time we go live.
Don't you bark at me, Kanzaki. I never said I was perfect.
What are you idiots doing? Stay out of this. We're going live now.
Kanzaki! Aren't you going live at 12:15, or was I hearing things?
We moved it up to film the big monster fight. Good timing or bad timing, we have a duty to give the public what it wants.
You're the one who set this all up so Ranga would have to fight the Kyoshin. This has nothing to do with pleasing the public.
As soon as we're up and running, we go live.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh no, Zucchini! What the hell?
Oh, behave, your royal hotness.
There's no reason to continue this stupid fight. Stop it now!
But how?
You could have him run away, but remember, whatever he does will be captured on TV. Plus, if you run away, then everyone who ever doubted the Kyoshin Kai will suddenly find themselves trusting their every word. They'll all be saying Ranga ran away scared from the Kyoshin. Everything the Kyoshin Kai tells us is true. Ranga is public enemy #1 in Japan, and all the business you've been getting is gonna dry up faster than the Sahara. This is the end of your independence.
Far worse than anything I could have imagined. Minami! I think they want to make it look like you're trying to kill Zucchini! Oh, another one of your cheap-ass plots, right? If we run, we're cowards. And if we fight, we're bloodthirsty monsters who love nothing more than killing.
Now, girls, whose fault do you think it is that you've fallen into these unfortunate circumstances? Doing as you wish, declaring independence, it all started going downhill when your sister's agency shut down.
Haseoka, you want to know what kind of shows get the best ratings here in TV land? The ones that show the most skin, and the ones that show us other people's screwed up lives. Here we have shining examples of both.
Please, Ranga, stop! Don't hurt her!
And look what else we've got. Two giants duking it out. Nothing else in the world is going to bring in ratings like this winning combo. Oh man, the Japanese love this kind of stuff.
Are ratings all you think about, Kanzaki?
Television celebrities aren't the coolest people in the world for nothing. But it doesn't matter how good you look in front of the camera. If you ain't bringing in the ratings by the truckload, you ain't got shit. Of course, you know all about that firsthand. My name is gonna live forever in TV history for this amazing live broadcast!
Miss President, I don't want to die in this thing! Grab my hand, Zucchini!
Contrary to Takimi and Minami's wishes, Ranga and the Kyoshin continued to battle it out. Both beings fought as if their very lives were on the line. They did as they pleased, paying no mind to questions of right and wrong being raised against them. What had led them to try and kill each other? There was no way that the two women attached to them could have known.
We're going live in exactly 30 seconds. Excellent. We're right on schedule, like a lean, mean TV production machine. This will be the broadcast for the century.
Wait, Minami! President! Zucchini!
19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9,
can't believe it. That's a...
What's with you people? Why don't you go out and do something fun? Because, you know, I've seen happier faces at the morgue. We need a passport if we want to get to Kichijoji. It's too much trouble. Nobody said you had to go to Kichijoji. Even Kokobunji would be nice. Are you still whining? Oh, to be strolling hand in hand down a tree-lined path at Hokkaido University proclaiming my love. Who is he? What on earth are you guys babbling about?
Probably the field trip.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's really not a big deal.
That's right. Since we're sort of in a cold war right now, the school canceled the trip. Hello, Shimabara residents. Huh? The Osaka Prefecture?
Prefectural Governor Oyoto speaking. I'm sorry about calling you out of the blue like this, but might I ask you a favor? Heavens no, I'm sure you'll be pleased. Once you hear what I'm about to ask you, that is.
What? A goodwill ambassador? Well, you see, we're not exactly on the best of terms with Japan as far as diplomacy.
Oh, don't worry your pretty little head about it. You just come on down and have a vacation on us. Let the bigwigs worry about their defense policies, because I don't give a hoot.
Excuse me, Madam Governor, but are you feeling all right?
Think of us as your friendly neighborhood group that wants to sponsor a cultural exchange.
Korigane believed in the ideals of justice perhaps more than anyone else alive, so much so that he placed it above his own happiness. His own personal sense of justice had taken such a strong hold of him, he began to feel he had no place enforcing the law of Japan. He felt like a lonely child lost on an unfamiliar street, unsure of which way to turn.
Please.
Hello, this is the Ace Department. You've got to save us. A group known as the Kyoshinkai have brought terrible gods to life right here in the mountains of Nara.
Just give me my orders, Commander.
I'm going! I get to go to Osaka! Well, you certainly did cheer up all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, we're going on a field trip to Osaka. Hold on, Hoshio, do we get to come with you? Come on, you guys are Baru's citizens, right? It's like your duty to come along, but don't worry about money, because I think we can get them to cover everything.
Can they do that? Wow! Yeah, but it's gonna cost a lot to send everyone over there. So we'll need the money up front because we can't afford to wait for them to reimburse us.
You're thinking about this way too hard.
I can't believe this. What a freaking jerk. Did Takasue really have to call us in for this? What if it's a trap?
If it's a trap, we have to find out who set it up. It's our job as ace pilots to serve justice no matter what the case might be.
It takes about 8 hours to go from Tokyo to Osaka on the highway. Driving from Osaka to Nara takes a few more hours.
Hey, you guys! What's up?
What the hell do you want?
Jeez, what's your problem?
So are you two gonna tag the one behind Takasue the whole time we're here?
If we went back now, you'd call us cowards and say we didn't measure up.
We wouldn't need to be here if you took care of your equipment.
Whatever. So what's the deal here? You girls didn't come running just to say hi and catch up on gossip, did you?
Kurogane told Takasue to stock up on supplies for Ace, and then he told him he wanted to add some new stuff.
Wow, Kurogane responsible? Yeah, Justice Freak is really on the ball today.
As it turns out, our predictions were only slightly off concerning this latest Kyoshin revival.
Well, we know they'll keep messing around with this crazy stuff. Mad scientists will be mad scientists.
The fact remains, if we want to defeat Ranga, we have to focus on the difference between him and the Kyoshin.
Between Ranga and the Kyoshin, huh?
That's right. The biggest and most fundamental difference between Ranga and the Kyoshin is Ranga's ability to repair himself. Even if Ranga loses an arm or has his gut slashed open, he can still heal himself with no difficulty. So, the natural substance of which Ranga's body is composed acts something like coral and allows him to rapidly regenerate limbs through a process similar to photosynthesis.
And we applied this to making a new Kyoshin.
Let me guess, something went wrong.
Yes, you could say that. In the presence of sunlight, this Kyoshin has the ability to grow indefinitely.
Oh, great. Just like the man-eating blob.
It's not going to eat you, but it will probably continue to grow until it covers all of Japan like a massive shroud.
Can't we just torch the blob, Commander?
What, and risk starting a bushfire? I'll thank you to keep your mouth shut regarding strategy and to leave the planning to those of us who have graduated from officer training.
Hey, Commander, you didn't tell me we had a Kyoshinkai tool helping us out.
Look, I have a job to do and I'm going to do it right, so back off.
Sorry, you just remind me of how I used to be.
Commander, sir, the tanks are here and ready to go.
What tanks?
Liquid nitrogen tanks.
At minus 100 degrees, its cells start to die. We need a name.
Like a code name?
We'll call it Operation Freeze the Kyoshin.
you can come up with?
Ground forces, commence the attack. Advance towards the target, keeping in step as you go.
Open the liquid nitrogen valves now!
Liquid nitrogen release!
Opening release valve.
Opening release valve.
Well, it looks like it's breaking up, so I guess we'll be done pretty soon, huh? Too bad, because I'm almost positive we don't have any real work waiting for us in Tokyo.
I think I'd reserve that kind of talk until we get confirmation of the Kyoshin's death.
Ground to command. The target is moving.
No way!
It ain't over yet, Mr. Blob. No way!
What? What just happened?
Seems it dug a hole for itself and escaped.
Where's it going?
Someplace where it can rest and photosynthesize. A large open area with a lot of water.
Where would it find that?
I'd say Osaka.
Hey, there's the Yodogawa again. You think all the rivers here are the Yodogawa, Ushio?
This city's bigger than I thought.
Yes, this is Sakai. Yes, the girls from Baru arrived at the station safe and sound. Right now, we're on the bus headed to the hotel, and we should be there soon.
Listen to me. Whatever you do, don't tell him anything about the monster. Have I made myself clear?
Of course, ma'am. Not a word about the monster.
There better not be, or else you'll find yourself next to the curb with a track, and I'm not joking either.
Do you have to be so gosh darn... I mean, shouldn't we tell him we might need Ranga to subdue that thing?
Tell me, Sakai, have you ever seen a Godzilla movie?
Well, I did see this one where two monsters were fighting right there by Osaka Castle, and one of them got slammed into the castle so hard it fell over.
That's what'll happen to you if you open your trap.
I swear, sometimes that woman...
Excuse me. Is something wrong, Mr. Sakai?
My boss just said she'd fire me if I didn't give you folks a warm welcome.
We will station units in the park to the east and to the south where the trees are thickest. In keeping with military policy, we will finish with a unit on the north side by Business Park. We also have a unit on the west side to guard the prefectural office and the police station. You will enter the citadel through the north gate. Take the Gokuraku Bridge or the Castle Road to the Sakura Gate.
Look, I get the approach we're gonna make, but just what is the overall strategy? What's gonna stop him from digging a hole again and escaping, huh?
We have one plan. It's our best shot at this. And its name is...
I can hardly wait.
Operation Stop Photosynthesis.
This is gonna end up exactly like the last time we did this.
This is America Town. It's where all the young people hang out. We have a 1-hour break right now, so feel free to enjoy what our fair city has to offer.
There's There's something a little weird about this place, Mr. Sakai. No one here looks like they're interested in seeing Ranga. I mean, it's like they're all sleepwalking.
Oh, no, you have to understand that most people are still working right now. It's that time of day, you know.
Isn't today Sunday? Please, Mr. Sakai, why don't you just tell me the truth?
Ooh.
Hey, come on, Ushio, we're gonna get some takoyaki! It's gonna be so good, I can't wait!
If I didn't know better, I'd think you were using paint.
We are using paint.
Huh?
That Kyoshin is only able to grow during the daytime. Without sunlight, it cannot generate its own energy. If we cover it with paint, we will effectively keep it from photosynthesizing.
And once we have the thing covered, it won't be able to dig out and escape, correct?
Exactly. The key here is halting the photosynthetic process, and then we'll have our Kyoshin.
And you're positive this will work?
I don't believe it! Retreat! Retreat!
What?
Where's the pressure coming from? Damn it, I can't get any closer!
Ushio had become very irritated. Something was definitely wrong. She and Ranga could feel that there was a Kyoshin somewhere close by. Why had they not asked for her help? She simply could not understand.
Mr. Sakai?
Miss Shimabara,
I'm sorry, but I still feel like you're hiding something from me.
we went over this, right? Excuse me for asking, but are you always this unhappy?
Of course not. But if there's anything you need me and Ranga to help with, just ask us.
We're not looking for any handouts. Folks from Osaka and folks from Tokyo are birds of a different feather. We're proud, independent people who like to take care of our own problems. We do have some plans to make a little money off Ranga while he's here, and while we appreciate your offer, we'll be able to manage.
That was pretty honest of you. Is that the Osaka way, laying everything out like that?
Yeah, I'm afraid that's how we are around here, living our lives to match our words and being brutally honest.
This is no way to handle an emergency!
Okay, can we just calm down and think about things for a minute here?
Oh man, this is terrible! There's nothing we can do here! We have to go Ranga!
Huh, he's absolutely right. Let's do that. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Will the two of you grow up and act like adults? I'm pretty damn sure the Kyoshinkai cut off all diplomatic relations between you and the Baru Empire, so you know Ranga won't be available to you.
Look, lady, we've passed the point of no return and we've run out of options, so diplomatic relations can jump in a lake! We have to clean up this Kyoshin's mess!
You know, I find it pathetic how far you people will go to save your own sorry asses. You don't care about justice or law or anything for that matter.
What the hell? We'll call Ranga. The Imperial advisors will have to deal with it.
Yes, this is Sakai. What? What are you trying to do to me?
I thought you said people in Osaka were different from the people in Tokyo, and you guys could take care of things all by yourself. And now what? You're asking me and Ranga to help you? Maybe I'm weird, but that's not what I call honest.
You're absolutely right, Miss Shimabara. But now there are human lives at stake here. Please help us out, I beg you.
So you're saying you stick to your guns, but once you get into trouble, you just abandon everything you stand for?
Anyone can say they devote themselves to the pursuit of justice. But if that's not how they really go about things in their daily life, then it's just empty talk. And that's how we feel living here in Osaka.
Ranga!
Thank you, Ushio.
It's Ranga!
Oh my God!
Wow, that is some arm Ranga's got there. We could have used him last season on our baseball team.
Once again, Ranga whooped up on the Kyoshin and tossed that sucker to Osaka Bay.
I have to say, kid, you and your...
Youpie! Youpie really hates Christmas.
Yeah, since she was little.
Seriously? Can I ask you guys something?
Sure, what?
What is this Christmas thing?
I think I know why you hate Christmas so much. And you understand how I feel, right? Well, this year it'll be different. And I know you'll want to give me a present from your heart. Please, wait, Yuhi!
So what would ruining Christmas buy us?
Well, don't you think the fastest way to change this country is to make the politicians change? Even if we aren't able to change human nature, that shouldn't hinder us in our mission here.
But what does that have to do with Christmas?
I admit, it seemed like a strange plan at first, but now I believe it will all work out for the best. It is our duty to direct the people to make sure we evoke the right feelings from them. That was the whole point in bringing this group together.
Then let me ask you one question. Do you really believe we can convince the legislature and get the votes required to pass something like this into law? I'm afraid we may hit a few snags. But let's do it. I've never been able to truly enjoy Christmas myself. I used to always get together with my kids and grandkids, and we had a good time then. But now they've all but forgotten about me. Home party. That's what they used to call it.
Well, now that you've given your approval...
This is what I figured out. Christmas is about getting together once a year to eat mountains of turkey and giving presents to your friends. It's also a time to let people you love know that you care about them.
The people you love?
But you know...
Joel, I'm going shopping and you're gonna come with me.
They sure love dressing up the big guy. Of course, this is a Nitaka TV variety show.
I'm so glad you noticed. Stop messing around up there! We'll make you pay back all the money! Okay!
Hey, can I ask you something? What's up with Yuppie? I mean, why do you think she hates Christmas so much?
What makes you think I should know? Sorry, don't look at me, because as far as I know, she's always been like that.
I guess you're right, but still...
It looks like we won't be able to do any more shopping. Why do you hate Christmas so much, Yuhi?
You know, I wonder. I don't even think I know why. I guess there are some things certain people don't like.
I know what you mean. Feeling a certain way about something, but you can't explain it.
Thank you, Joel. It's too bad there's not more people in the world like you. What the hell is going on?
In response to the recent outbreak of giant plant life appearing in various parts of the city, the government held an emergency meeting of Parliament. Current theories hold that the plant is some sort of farming god. Based on evidence gathered by independent researchers, officials have concluded that the plant is here to assist the currently flagging agricultural industry. However, it is still unknown why the Kyoshin has chosen to scale these skyscrapers.
The Kyoshin is trying to preserve our country's agriculture and the principle of coexistence with nature. Its very presence admonishes us to re-examine our lives. And if we do this, then we will find that things like Christmas are frivolous at best.
I, for one, agree completely. We've got to move into the modern age. We must get rid of Christmas and everything it stands for.
Absolutely right. The Kyoshin will bring us true happiness, unlike this meaningless imported holiday.
Our previously scheduled program, Crash, Spending Christmas with Bikini Cuties, will not be seen this evening.
Instead, we bring you the Four Seasons of Kyoto. We hope you enjoy.
Dispose!
And so it happened. All traces of that day were wiped from every point on the map, except one place where the holidays were in full swing.
I'm gonna puke.
I'm head of the Trade and General Business Division of Denko Incorporated. You can call me Natani.
And I'm Nakamaru, head of the Events and Promotions Division.
It is our firm belief that we can offer a deal that will profit both our parties.
Manami, these guys are kind of sketchy.
Deal with it. They come from a huge advertising agency.
We're planning on billing the big event as the Musashino Christmas Party, and we've gotten nothing but positive feedback from 6 potential investors, each one of them a Fortune 500 company.
Because of that Kyoshin, Christmas has been ruined in Japan, and so we humbly turn to you.
Yeah, I saw that on television. How in the world could the Kyoshinkai just sit back and let those monsters destroy our Christmas cheer?
And we agree. This event we're talking about is meant to lift the spirits of the general public and give back the Christmas that was snatched away.
And what do we get out of it?
Well, we're offering a handsome fee.
Well, if that's the case, then sign us up.
All right, let's do this then. We gotta do a good job so everyone will have a really fun Christmas. What the heck?
It's up to us and Ranga to give the people the best Christmas ever, and we won't let you down.
You can count on us.
Wow.
Yeah, and both of you are gonna have parts in the Christmas party.
Well, all my dad's relatives are coming over. Because with the Kyoshin taking over the rest of Tokyo, they can't have Christmas out where they live.
We're both really sorry, Ushio. You've got relatives too? Uh-huh. I can't really say whether or not I'm gonna be able to make it to the Christmas party, so yeah.
That's okay. No need to be sorry. Well, you have my sympathy, Ushio. Having to work on Christmas and everything.
I don't mind it. In fact, I love it. Because it's all part of my duties as a king, you know? If everyone's happy, that makes me happy too.
So what are you saying? You feel sorry for me?
No, of course not. I'm just saying it must be tough on you being so busy these days.
Christmas is important to a lot of people, most of all my sister.
Yuhi is extremely popular among both boys and girls.
I'm least popular?
Could you please ask her nicely for us?
Speaking from an advertising agency standpoint, sponsoring this event without her is an incredible risk. Whatever you have to do, please have Miss Yuhi at the next rehearsal. Please.
What do you guys think we should do about Yuppie?
I don't think there's anything you can do with someone who insists on being so stubborn all the time.
If you even mention Christmas, she gets all mad and makes a horrible face like this. She won't do it, there's no way.
Sure looks like it.
Maybe you should put your 2 cents in and tell them to leave it to you.
Huh?
If you always hold back and never say what's on your mind, then nobody will ever know what you're thinking. Though, you know, sometimes it's best to keep your mouth shut.
So, I'm guessing you came to talk me into it, huh?
Yeah, because Manami and Ushio look pretty sad.
So what? Well,
Yeah?
I was thinking about how I could ruin Christmas this year anyway.
Huh? Why? How on earth could you possibly hate Christmas this much, Yuhi? You gotta have some kind of reason.
I suppose I'll be attending that party after all.
Huh?
I could make Ranga go on a wild rampage in the middle of the event. Wouldn't that be cool?
You can't.
Yes, actually, I can. I can get everyone back for all the times they wouldn't listen to me. I love you.
Huh?
I know you'll be sad if I go through with this, but I do love you very much.
That's terrific! Now Yuppie's gonna be in the show with everyone!
I'm surprised, Joel. How'd you talk her into it?
It's a secret, isn't it, Joel?
I guess.
Who cares? This is gonna be the best Christmas Musashino has ever seen!
The special day had finally come.
doing it. Huh? Something else is bugging him.
What's the matter, Ranga? What is that, huh? That thing was on TV.
It's unbelievable what we're seeing right now. The giant Kyoshin has lashed onto Ranga with what we can only...
Just as the Christians were made to trample their icons, these heretics will be made to obey us. It makes no difference what their numbers are. We will soon have this wretched mob under our thumb. People with such self-serving attitudes disgust me. They truly deserve the punishment they are about to receive.
Stay calm and evacuate the estate!
Yo, we should be taking cover right now.
But what if... Hey, can't you guys do something?
No, because every time a Kyoshin appears, Ranga starts going crazy.
Oh, no.
You better get yourself someplace safe. Where's Yuhi?
Yuki, what are you doing? Hurry up!
Go get him! Come on, Ranga!
This Kyoshin's powers have been fused with traits found only in certain special kinds of plant life. If Ranga retrieves his energy from water, then without it he will surely die, just like a seed. So, without a major water source in the area, the Kyoshin will win if it sucks Ranga dry.
Ranga!
Snow?
Damn it!
But he'll get all wet.
After all this, we thought a lot of people would want to come to Musashino. But throughout the next day, no one came to visit.
Damn it! We lost so much money on that stupid event. Even May's making us pay her back for that dumbass Santa outfit. But it's not our fault. It was a Kyoshinkai. They ruined Christmas for everyone.
Actually, it turned out better this way.
Huh?
If the Kyoshin hadn't come out when he did, well, you see...
Well, what? Was Yubi gonna try and ruin Christmas? Is that it?
Yes.
Huh? I had no idea. She must have really hated Christmas.
I just want to know once and for all what could make her hate Christmas so much. How could she hate something so fun?
Yeah.
Wait, I think I got it.
Huh?
Have either of you thought that maybe the reason she hates Christmas so much is because it's something you guys did?
Something that we did.
Did something like what?
You know, if I were her, I think I'd probably hate Christmas just as much as she hates it.
Huh?
People get super cheerful around Christmas time. It's kind of weird. I think because she's grown up watching you two act like this, she started hating this time of year. She thinks it's all fake.